Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you are doing extremely well. Shorty this side from Squad Growth, and today we have another event from Squad Growth. And for today's event, we have Anubha ma'am with us. She's a deputy manager at JK Organization, and as you have already gone through through the thumbnail of the event, today we have event of HR management. So we will know each and every point, try to get the clarification of each and every point of HR management. And if you guys have any other question, you can just drop it into a message section and we will take that also. So hi ma'am, good evening. Hope you are doing extremely well. Welcome to Squad Growth.
Thanks, Shaur. Thanks for the introduction. Hi, guys. I hope you all are doing very well.
Yep. Before any further delay, let's start the event. We have a set of questions which I will ask to you one by one, and you can answer that. And
Sure.
meanwhile, I just want to update you one more time. If you have any other question, you can put it in the message section. We will take that. Yep. So let's start with the very first question. Before asking any tough question, I just want to, ask what is HR management so that my audience can understand it. What is it basically, and what are the different subdomains of HR manager role?
Okay. So, I'll be very specific and crisp to this since you all are newbies and getting into what exactly the HR is. So, the answer to this question, you can basically understand the HR is acts as a backbone of any company. Whatever the decision making process or kind of the structure you want to make related to any compensation benefits, related to what kind of the manufacturing facilities are there, what kind of a people you want to hire in there, related to training development, compensation benefits, regarding the organization developments, and all the parts related to this all comprises as the HR domains. If I talk about the what are the subdomains of the manager HR, as I simply said, there are different subdomains to the HR fraternity. For example, if you want to make your career as a HR journalist profile, you may say, and then there are the different domains. You can have your career in the goes up to the talent acquisition, which comprises of the recruitment and selection. This process involves since from the starting from hire to the retire of every employee. Then there is a different subdomain in which the training and development part plays a very crucial role. That is a very, what you can say, is an important, the classified domain of the HR subfunction, because here the person who would be heading this subfunction is a person who is responsible for giving the entire training, making the backbone of the organization, because only a trained professional can take the organization to the next level. When you hire employee, you hire them with a specific skill set that they already have. But once you want to make their career upstairs, you want to promote them, or you want to give them altogether different designation. See, a person you have hired with the capacity as an executive cannot be a manager with the same skill set. Understand? So you need to train the professional within the organization.
Hmm.
That is a very important domain. You need to provide the competencies, enhance the competencies of the person. So this all comes under the training and development part. It's a very big venture. Then there comes the organization development, which I actually taking care of the into JK organization. So organization development actually takes care of the strategic HR part. Okay. So this basically is a kind of a domain in which you need to provide the organization with different sort of reports, different sort of matrices. For example, if you have decided that you want to give an kind of increment percentage to your employee, you cannot decide by your own. You have to have a kind of the parities with all together what different industries are doing. Okay, this what we call is a mapping. This mapping is a kind of a matrix that the company uses in order to give the percentage increments to their employees or to the different sub levels. Executives, how what percentage of increment do we to give to the executives, then to the manager, then to the senior management. Okay, so this is a kind of a short an answer I can give you. the strategic HR role plays into the compensation and benefits or the pay ranges part. Then there is a different setup, what kind of a people and how many number of employees you need to hire in a specific field, on a specific area. Or sales manager may come up with the kind of excuse, hey, I want this number of employees want to I want this number of employees to be hired in this area. I have a short of employees. No, the person cannot decide by their own. So the HR picture comes into it. The HR gives you the kind of a specific matrix related with the kind of a sales figure, the kind of a manpower figure, and what actually is the variation or the difference between two. Depending upon the sale, we decide how many number of people they actually need to be deployed to that particular area. If there is no need, we simply deny the process. Okay. Then there's, as I told you, compensation and benefits part. Compensation benefit part is a very crucial role that requires the compensation benchmarking in the industries, that requires a different kind of a matrices that is required, that requires a pay ranges. Similar set of industries operates in a similar level of management. So if one industry is following a similar set of pay ranges, it's high likely the chances that different industry, maybe for example, one FMCG industry is taking care of certain pay ranges, the other FMCG industry might be following the same. 1-2% may the chances may be. So the compensation benefit parts comes into existence. We decide on that. There are different terms which is used in this. There is a bell curve which the company follows. There is a linear curve which the company follows. What kind of a increment you want to have in your organization, in the company. So on and off, if I give you, see, the HR does plays a very crucial role. The company cannot solely run by the sales marketing people. You require a trained, well professional HR people who guide the company from time to time. What sort of the manpower you actually want, what sort of training you want to give into the organization, what kind of a compensation and benchmarking you should have the company, what kind of a training is required to keep the person into your company. Otherwise, the people will leave the company even for 1,000 or 2,000 rupees. So it's very important, specifically in case of millennials or Gen Z, where they actually are the very much, there's a common term in the HR fraternity. We say silent quitters. These are the ones who do the bare minimum work and they're just searching for the opportunities just to exit from the organization. So, as a HR, when we coined this term, we immediately realized that the Gen Zs required altogether different set of trainings. So, we mapped those training according to how many Gen Zs we have in the organization. Similar set of benchmarking we did for the millennials and for the senior level of management. This is how the HR roles does plays a very crucial role in the organization. So yeah, this any further questions? Sure.
Yeah, got it. Just got the very detailed view about like what HR management is all in on total. So, yep. Let's move to next question. What education background or qualifications are typically required for someone who is want to become an HR manager or want to enter an HR domain?
Okay. So I'll answer this question in a way that you at least have a kind of a professional degree, maybe majors in HR, a kind of management or PGDM programs are there. Even if the person is undergrad, maybe the person have done their BCom, BA, or have chosen a different the BSc and the other you do undergrad course. They should have at least one professional certifications with them in order to enter into the HR fraternity. See, as I told you, the HR roles does require certain kind of skill set. Okay, with that skill set, you actually have the theoretical knowledge of some portions of the HR, which significantly will apply into the organization when you actually go and get placed as a HR, right? In order to have those theoretical information or the knowledge or the what kind of a acumen is there, a kind of a professional degree is must. To my viewpoint, one should always have a professional degree with MBA in the HR as a HR as a subject. If not, if the person is undergrad, one should always go kind of an internship program, good internship program. The kind of a certification courses are there. There are very much available. You can find it. The paid courses are there. You can find it unpaid courses even on LinkedIn. Also, you can go through that. So yeah, that's the answer to the question.
Okay, got it. Mm, yep. Yep. So after basic qualification and education background, there's something called skills, which is different from a particular structured education. So what skills are crucial for success as an HR manager?
Okay. Uh, Very good question, to be honest. See, to be an HR, you must process, having said that, you should be a good communicator, first of all, right? And you should know what and when to say. Okay. You might have heard about the term called diplomacy, though it always goes in a negative way. But once it comes to HR, we have to adjust these kind of a situations with so much of diplomacy. There are so many grievances you can find in the company. There are so many people who are not liking their job, who are not in a healthy environment, who says that my boss is like harassing me, I'm not getting good paid. In all those conditions, you need to adapt, you need to understand how you can prevail in such conditions, right? So that, when your communication skills plays a vital role, then a kind of organizational skills you should understand. I mean, a person should know how to meet deadlines, a person who is very much presentable, a person who knows how to addresses the grievances, a person who should have at least a good business acumen, who can provide the insights of anything, kind of the provide the matrices, provide having a good understanding of the HR analytics. May not be the HR analytic, but at least the person should understand numbers. Okay, who can create the data out of it, who can create the information out of it. Okay, then a person should be a strategic thinker. Okay, with all those information and data, what comes next, what you will do. If you will not be able to understand what comes next, then those datas and information would not play any kind of role to you. So yeah, I mean, the strategic thinking, the kind of good business acumen, having said that, good communicator, presentable for that matters, having high patience level. So yeah, these are the very great qualities a person must possess to be in order to be a good HR. Not even just the HR manager, in any field you require such qualities for that matters.
And I think in HR, one should have a good patience level, which you just highlighted, because the people who come to HR, they generally come with complaints. Nobody come to celebrate things. They just come why
Exactly.
they are not getting the hike, and why the
Yeah.
company culture is so and so, and all the things. So you need to be
In
quite.
my, if I give, yeah, and if I give you my instances, I hear at least 10 kind of, complaints in a day. But once the employee goes, the employee is satisfied in his mind, like, if I have talked to the HR, the person will gain some sort of insights. See, it's not every time you can hear the employee and solve their problem as what they are asking. You have to give them the insight what actually is required. Okay. So Sif, you need not to say the huh, but you need to understand, to get a balance between a kind of equilibrium you have to maintain. That is very much required. That plays a very vital role when it comes to the HR.
Got it. So yes, let's move to next question. So I guess we have covered this a little bit. How can someone gain practical experience in HR? I guess with the help of internship, anybody can gain the experience. Or is there any other thing which you want to highlight in this, or is it covered already?
No, you see, internship is one of the major, crucial, kind of a portion in which you can gain insights.
Hmm.
With that, you can actually bring your all those theoretical information into existence, into some, you can give them the practical knowledge. you know. Having said that, you can only understand while you are studying the HR, you can easily understand how the salary structure is made, what is the compensation, how you make the compensation, what is basic, what is HRA, what is this allows, what is that allows. But when it's actually you have to make a kind of a salary structure, it's altogether the different picture, I must say. So internship is does provides you very good insights for actually for those who are have not done their post graduations into the HR, because this is a kind of a different term thing for them, right? So yeah, this way you need to you can understand, gain insights how different things comes into existence, give your theoretical things into the practical knowledge. Plus there are the other things like in with networking also, you can gain the kind of a practical experiences. You surely should add yourself into great HR networks that are widely available, all those LinkedIns. In my LinkedIn, I am also being very much involved into networking. See, networking plays a very vital role when you are HR. Okay, with all those networks that are that is available in online. For example, I am the part of so many HRD networks. Okay, that is in the LinkedIn, and there are so many strategic level people, high level people, senior dignitaries of the HR all across the globe. They are the part of those networks. So not only I gain the insights of what is happening in India, what is happening within the states, but I get the insights what practical knowledge I can actually incombibe into my organization with all those networks, right? There might be different engagement activities going on to the different level or different states, maybe in the different countries, which may can be fruitful for you and if you adapt into your organization, right? So networking does plays a very vital role. There are different sort of what you can say the organizational projects are HR projects are there. There are so many initiatives are there. As I told you, there are paid courses are there for the newbies, for the millennials, which are available online also. So yeah, I mean, you should have a practical knowledge of HR if you want to make your career in this. Theoretical knowledge will help you understand what actually the HR is. But in order to shape your career, yeah, you should have a practical knowledge.
Okay. Ma'am, you just covered my next question. Actually, what I'm thinking, what I'm going to ask you is, can you share any advice on networking within the HR industry to open up the career opportunities? And I guess you have just covered that also, that one can go to LinkedIn and join some groups where they can network. So yeah, we have covered this already. So my next question is, are there any particular industries or particular sector where the demand for HR managers is currently growing?
See, as I told you, HR is a plays a very vital role
Mhm.
within the organization in shaping the company. Okay, the company who exists without the HR will not be able to flourish for much period of time, for the longer period of time, because you don't have any kind of what you can say have the pillar. You can hire people, but what next, right? If you will not train them, if you will not groom them, if you will not provide a kind of pay range that the other industries are providing, they will leave the organization. Not to say you can reward them, you can recognize them, but still. So for that, their HR plays as a backbone. And most of the industries, they already know what HR is into. So FMCG, manufacturing, these are the industry which already have flourished when they understand the concepts and roles of the HR, having the good HR professionals in their organization. If I talk about the other industries that plays a crucial role, and that would be the IT industry, I must say. The information services sectors, that involves the software companies. They understands the concept now. They earlier they were giving high salaries to their employees, but the what you can say, when they average out the people who are coming into organization and the leaving or the organization is almost the same, then they do a back work, understands what's the problem, then they understand there's a need of HR in the organization in order to balance these things out. So information technologies are there, Then education sectors is there. There the people understands the concept of HR, what is likely to have the educated and having professional HR people on board who can guide them what kind of the educational professionals they actually want in their companies. Then there is a healthcare sector. It's very crucial, although the doctors and the what you can say the different staffs they are hired having a different what you can say the degrees with them, but there are the other people, the other set of manpower which is required in the health sectors, that there comes the HR role, right? Giving them a proper benchmarking of salaries, training them, grooming them. That's why you can see the healthcare industry is grooming up almost like the corporate sectors, right? Then there is a finance sector, F&A, finance and account sector, where the CA, CS, you already know that the most of the company have those in the organization. And just because of the HR, because we understands and gave them the insights, what is all to have a good professional finance people on board. Otherwise, you all know. So yeah, these are the companies where the HR plays a very vital role. Manufacturing, for that matters, manufacturing industries that we call the HR who operates in a manufacturing setup, it is called industrial relations. Those are the different HR people. And the degrees which is required to run a manufacturing or a plant setup, it's altogether different. The person should have understanding of a proper, the kind of the having the information of the labor laws, different sort of handling the contractual manpower. Having said that, one should always have the good hold of handling the strikes and everything. So yeah, for the manufacturing setup, they also understand they need a professional in order to maintain all these big things. Otherwise, you can imagine the situation where every people is on the strike in the manufacturing setup. Who will handle them? So
Yes,
yeah, so yeah, that's why.
got it. So, as you have covered in this event, that one should take mentorship or coaching programs, so any sort of course to advance in the HR career. The point is, one should take the paid courses or the free courses, or the quality of content also matters in the both the variation of the courses, the paid one, the free one. So, one should take the paid courses to excel, or free one are enough to excel.
See, it depends. I mean, in what parameter, in what function of the HR you want to step into. Okay. If I talk about talent acquisition, where comes the recruitment and selections plays a vital role, though the word may find a very easy for you कि recruitment में तो क्या ही होगा, but it's a very different altogether. You also should have the understanding what sort of a people you are hiring. Okay, so there are so many courses available online, okay, in which you find yourself having going across a very relevant content. Myself have taken so many certification courses also, in which the courses might be paid, but at the end they provide you with certain certificates which can you can also post them on LinkedIn, or can use them as a kind of the star that you have taken this course, you have mastered yourself at least in this category. Okay, so unpaid courses you also can try, for instance, for making yourself understand at least what sort of content they have. Are those contents relevant enough to what you want? A person who wants to be a HR manager actually should be having certain set of qualities with them, right? So with unpaid courses, you can start with unpaid courses. You can make yourself going across with the contents. You can watch videos also. There are so many videos available, but don't overburden your mind with so much of irrelevant contents where people are just giving informations what they have, but you should also know what kind of a theoretical setup, that what practical knowledge you are gaining from them. Okay, as I was telling you about the paid courses, they can help you getting enhanced with the different kind of a tool also. For example, there is a Boeing mentorship program. Once you take these programs, they will you understand make you understand the total talent and this training and development concept. Plus they will help you out to make your succession planning. How can you use them in your company? being a HR person who wants to take their career ahead in talent and this training and development. So you can easily understand how to make a succession plan, what sort of training and development parameters are required for different level of managements, right? I can give you the theoretical information, but that can be not be justified if you I'm not giving a kind of instances how to make it. You're getting my point? So Boeing intern mentoring program is one. Then there is HRPA, which is called Human Resource Professional Association programs are there. And then the corporate specific programs are also available on LinkedIn. They're very good and free of cost, to be honest. They are flourished by, you can say, the company called Bright HR. Then Randstands are there. There are the millennials HRs are there. There are so many free programs they give you, and at the end they help you to understand with some proper good examples, which can you can also apply. So yeah.
Got it. So I think we have covered all the set of questions. Yep. So anything which you would like to like suggest or guide to students, and with that note, we can end this session.
Yeah. So see, HR manager, being an HR manager, having said that, making your career, if you have decided, that's very good. See, HR role is very vital and crucial and classified for any company. Any company, whether it's established, growing, or emerging, or thought of coming into existence, they already have understood the concept of human resources. So you need to knowledge yourself, you need to understand, you need to have a very good knowledge about all those concepts of the HR, whether it's talent acquisition, training development, compensation benchmarking, manufacturing HR, or the other negotiation for that matters, grievance redressals. There are some major components that actually plays a very vital role. Make yourself educated, educate yourself about these parameters, understands what strategic HR plays. It's very important. Strategic HR plays a very important role. Think about it. Go on in LinkedIn. You can Google it also. You can add yourself with so many good networks using LinkedIn. Understand what relevant contents they are posting. What HR is into nowadays. Okay, learning something which is back there's outdated will not solve any problem. You HR needs to change every year, every passing day, coming with new ideas. So how you can make yourself adapt with the current situations, what sort of good ideas you can bring into existence, this will all help you out with getting yourself groomed and making yourself a very good HR professional. It is not very difficult, but it will take a very good efforts, I must say. So yeah, go ahead, make your careers in HR and be a good HR professional. I'll see you in fields.
Yep. And with that note, we can end this session. Thank you very much, ma'am, for providing a good amount of knowledge to a community. And the guy, I will I will attach your LinkedIn ID to the in the description, and people can, the who just want to know more can contact you. So
Yeah,
yeah,
sure, for sure. Sure. Thank you, Shaw. Okay.
thank you very much. Bye
Uh,
bye.
okay. Bye.